Eddie, aren't you the one doing our interview today?
Oh, but not today.
Oh, I think the audience will miss you.
That's okay.
Oh, okay.
Welcome to EAG Connection. I'm the host Bella, and today's episode's featured guest is a representative from the XPat Airsoft.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob and I'm one of the admins at XPat Airsoft. Thank you very much for giving us the opportunity today to speak about our Airsoft group. It's a real pleasure. Thank you.
How did you form the XPat Airsoft and what's its history?
So XPat Airsoft was founded in 2015 by myself and a few others. It was just an idea between me and my friend Leon, who is actually one of our current admins as well. And it came about as us just coming back from university, studying abroad, came back to Hong Kong and decided we wanted to play Airsoft. And one day we asked around our friends and said, we asked whether they wanted to join us, but unfortunately not many of our friends were interested in joining Airsoft. So we thought, we're going to find people elsewhere, and we put up an advertisement on the website, EAG AIRSOFT, which is a forum website that was available at the time. And after 2 months of gathering enough contacts, we finally managed to create our first game, which was towards the end of 2015, and it was at the old Impact Force site in Sampo Kong.
So what's the purpose of the formation, or is there anything you want to dedicate to or something that you want to raise awareness about?
So XPat Airsoft was founded simply as an accessible English-speaking group for anyone who wanted to try Airsoft in Hong Kong. One of the issues facing people who are not from Hong Kong is a language barrier, and we wanted to create an English Airsoft group that could welcome people from all walks of life, from all countries, and have a structure that was safe and clear and had fun game modes. One of the issues we had as new players back in 2015 is that when we did join games that were available at the time, they lacked structure, they lacked safety briefings, and chronoing airsoft guns was not a thing. So we thought if we were to host our own games, we should do it in a better way, where it's a structured system, there's rules that everyone adheres to, and every gun that's in the game is chronographed to make sure we have a very safe environment.
So who are the main members in your team, and how many years have they joined, or what kind of qualifications do they have?
So we have many members in our group, but we have 5 members who are part of the admin team, and they essentially help run the games and run all the events in the background. So we have Leon, who's one of the founding admins, along with myself, who's still around. Kento, who's from Italy originally, but he has a diverse background as well. He's a mix Italian and Japanese. Mike, who's Canadian Chinese, he joined us back in 2018, I believe. And Francis, who joined us as an admin back in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. And the 5 of us help essentially manage the games and make sure that they run smoothly game after game. We did have other admins who have since left Airsoft or left Hong Kong. 2 of the founding admins were also Tony, Ben, and JC. And we've also had other admins such as Bob John from France, who has since returned to France, and Glenn from Australia, who's since returned. He actually ended up going to Dubai, and then there's a chance that he may come back to Hong Kong sometime soon, but no guarantees. So Leon and I have been admins since the group started in 2015, as I mentioned, and over the years, the admin team has grown and shrunk depending on who was available and how much we wanted to expand as a group. And right now I think we're in a very safe, in a very comfortable position of having a very good and solid admin team, and I'm really proud of my admin team. I think the group wouldn't have lasted as long as it would have without such a great admin team.
So how do you guys operate the team? Since it's different from group to group.
Yeah, so Facebook has been our main platform since early 2016, and we still find it to be the best platform to organize games because of the way it's structured. Even though Facebook is declining in usage recently, we still find that having the event pages and the group page as well makes life a lot easier. Members can easily find the page and find all the information they need and find the games they need on a single page, whereas with WhatsApp or with other social media platforms, I think it'll be a lot harder to do that.
So how many members do you currently have, and how about the age range or the background of your members?
So our Facebook group currently has 2,100 members, but that doesn't really represent the entire or the player base at the moment. Our usual games sizes are around 16 to 32 players, depending on the game, and our anniversary events, which happen once a year, bring in around 50 to 70 players. Age range wise, we've had children as young as 12 with parental consent, of course, join our games, and we've had people as old as 60 plus who've also joined our games. And so we don't really have a age restriction. We welcome all ages as long as, for kids especially, they have parental consent. In terms of backgrounds, in terms of participant backgrounds, we have a mix of different nationalities and ethnicities. So our community is quite diverse. Our admin team alone has many different nationalities. For example, as I mentioned, some are from Hong Kong, Canadian, Italian, Japanese, French, and British. Overall, our group consists of a diverse mix of nationalities and ethnicities and professions. So with the most active members actually still being mostly from Hong Kong.
How do you feel about the development of war games in Hong Kong or shootings in Hong Kong?
I think Airsoft and wargaming in Hong Kong has come a long way since we started XPat Airsoft. Largely thanks to the community as a whole, not just XPat Airsoft, but other groups, the venues, the manufacturers, and the players now, I feel they hold themselves to a much higher standard than they did maybe 10 years ago. I think groups and venues are also much stricter when it comes to safety and rules, and this sort of structure and sort of community of safety has made the entire community much safer and much more organized. We've also seen venues shifting towards hosting more structured public games. So instead of a group such as Expat going to a venue and hosting our own games, now venues are now taking the initiative and hosting public games, which anyone can walk into. An interesting note is that since COVID-19 and since the protests, we have seen a decline in the player base in terms of the international community in Hong Kong. But I think that's not just an Airsoft thing, but rather Hong Kong demographics as a whole.
So just now we talked about the development of wargame in Hong Kong. So how about your vision for the future of wargames in Hong Kong?
So with 10 years of experience being part of XPat Airsoft, I think we're very committed to fostering a thriving community, built on camaraderie, built on good gameplay and strict game rules as a whole. Our goal is to continue expanding our player base, so we want new players all the time. We always believe that if we don't have new players, our community and Airsoft as a whole will die out. So it is very important to us that we foster a community that welcomes new players, and we'll find them wherever we can. A key pillar of our vision has always been breaking language barriers. So one of the things we thrive on is having people from abroad come visit Hong Kong or come to move to Hong Kong, and they may not speak Cantonese, so they want to look for an English-speaking group, and we're very happy to provide that environment that welcomes them into Airsoft, and we hope that they stay with us for a long time, and that's how it has been for the last 10 years.
It must be very hard to persist or to continue running a wargame group in Hong Kong. So what makes you persist until now?
Well, I think the main reason why we've lasted as a group for so long, for the last 10 years, is because we have a very dedicated player base and we have a very dedicated admin team. And I think without these two things, the group will be nowhere. So we're very thankful of having that. We've had very tough times, especially during the protests in 2019, and even especially during COVID, actually, where we couldn't host any games. And I think because of this community that we have, we've outlasted these sort of challenges. And one of the reasons I think we also continue and thrive is because we're a non-profit Airsoft group. We have no incentive of making money. We're driven purely by our love of a sport, our community, which we've built, and enjoy running well-organized games. And personally, I like playing games that are well-organized, and I'd hope that people who join our games feel the same way when they come to join our games.
So I've done some research on how WarGame is played, and there are a lot of playing styles such as quick attack or short fires. So how does your group play usually?
So our group is quite diverse. It's a mix of different backgrounds and different experience levels. So each player brings their own unique style to the game, shaped by their skills and their personal preferences, and depending on the equipment they like. Whether someone's a newcomer or a veteran, we still welcome all players who respect our rules and engage in fair play. So I would say there isn't really a set style that an XPat Airsoft member plays at, but which is a mix of everything, and that's what makes it quite exciting. Because at one point you may be playing with someone who's very experienced, and another game you might be playing against them. So I think that's one of the key takeaways from our group is that it's always unpredictable. Yeah, there is no single unique play style. On that note, interesting as a whole, I would say Hong Kong Airsofters, not just in XPat Airsoft, but as a whole, Hong Kong Airsofters are amazing at CQB. I think since we have so many CQB venues around Hong Kong, we've seen such high experience level, high skill levels at CQB, and that's something that I think is probably Hong Kong has over other places in the world.
What type of firearms do you usually use, and why did you choose them?
So currently I'm using the Maruyama SCW9. The reason why I use this one is because it's very short, as you can see. It's based on the Real Steel APC9 from BNT. The attachments I have on it are the Meprolite M5 red dot sight. I have an enforced tactical flashlight. I have this is a design I made of a foregrip that I've attached myself. This is a Strike Industries VEP G15 pistol grip, which I find very ergonomic. And the butt plate as well is something I designed myself. For the sling, I've chosen the Vickers 2-point sling, and it's very, very useful because you can quickly adjust the length of pull. For my sidearm, I carry a KWA HK45, and I've been using this one since 2017. So it's been very reliable, very accurate, and I'm very happy with it.
You've mentioned that there were a lot of difficulties in maintaining your team, so how do you do it right now at the moment?
So since the early days of our group, we've had a lot of social events outside of Airsoft, and it's come to the point where a lot of the former XPat Airsoft members who no longer play Airsoft are still part of the group, and we still hang out outside of games. So we have a very strong core community within our group that does social events. We get to know each other's families and their partners and kids, and this is one of the ways we've kept the group strong, is to have this community not just within Airsoft but outside of it.
How do you continue to attract new members into your group?
So I think having an already established group definitely helps, and we've been around for 10 years. So we have our Facebook page, which I think a lot of people find it quite easily by searching through Google. We have our Instagram page as well, and we've had players who've recommended us through Reddit posts actually. So that's quite a good way of getting the word out there about XPat Airsoft. And one of the benefits we have is that we end up quite high on the Google search engine. So when people search for Hong Kong Airsoft English speaking, they find us.
So thank you, Expat, for giving us the opportunity to chat with us and to share your experiences.
And thank you very much, Bella, for taking this opportunity to interview us. And thank you very much, EAG, as well, for giving us this opportunity to spread our word.